Welcome back, Speed Gaming, part of our Link to the Past Randomizer Open League playoff evening here. Hope some of you are still here from the previous race. We got another great one here. This is actually game 3 in the series between Cabookey Hundo Activist Department, or CHAD for short, and Farm Friends. Only we have the team names on the wrong side. Let's see if we can't get that fixed. I'm Drossi. I'm here with Winfox, who is one of the players, and he can tell you about the players while I try to get the names fixed.
Hello, everyone. So yeah, we have Tabcat54 on the team that I am also representative of Farm Friends, and we have CJ or SEJ. You'll hear us pronounce it both ways. Over on Team Chad, Cabookey Hundo Activist Department. This is game 3, like Drossi said, of this series. We're even playing casual boots, so we'll have a standard start, starting sword, starting boots. I'll have to do the full escape sequence, save Zelda, get all the way to the sanctuary, and then the seed opens up from there.
And hey, now we have the right team names even. And as you can see, Farm Friends is up to nothing, courtesy of a win by my co-com and a win by our tracker, Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna.
Yeah, it was two very, very good races, relatively closer races. Scruff playing the power matchup, played Invrosia. His opponent, Norseman, he picked the mode for that one. I was up against W. Garrison for game 2 of the matchup. And it looks like we are up and going in this race.
Yeah, Uncle left us a lot of money there in the house. And that looked like 3 crystals in the light world, including a 5-6 on Eastern.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me as well. The early map check, most people tend to do it after the escape sequence. So Siege is going to be like a half second behind through most of the escape because of that quick map check.
And in case we didn't get enough money in Link's house, Uncle has even more money in the tunnel.
Guess he decided just to leave the life-saving for us there, and even more.
Would be nice to find something that isn't cash at some point.
I mean, at least we know we're getting bombs as soon as we're getting out of here. You can just buy them from a vendor.
And at least we do start with a sword and boots here.
Yeah, early equipment start, always very good. Casual boots usually tend to be incredibly fast seeds. Average times, from what I've noticed, through open and invitational are about 125 to 130-ish for these finish times.
Yeah, either way, I expect this to be a fairly even escape, though so far Tabby's been doing a bit cleaner of a job.
Yeah, I know Tabby's been working on her execution quite a bit during the off-season and during the season. Started picking up at NMG a bit. So working on the execution for sure. Gotta prep for the Invitational next year. That's our goal.
Yeah, so she's gotten about half a screen lead here, clearly insurmountable.
Yeah, race is clearly over. Gotta call it GG's now.
But as we find yet more money, apart from the mandatory key that has to be somewhere in the front of escape, we have not gotten anything but money this seed. But I was going to say that this series is for the prize of an invite to Season 6 Invitational League, so Farm Friends could even potentially wrap that up tonight.
Obviously, as a member of the team, I would like to see that, but also, I want more games. I love Zelda.
Not only that, but CJ is a Colorado Avalanche fan, so you have to root for him, right?
I guess. I mean, the Avs have been not playing so hot the last couple weeks, but it is what it is. Stanley Cup champions. I apologize in advance if my dogs bark. You will likely hear them throughout the broadcast.
But we did find half magic in Zelda's Cell as our first non-cash prize. It'll be good once we have a magical item.
Yeah, any of them, preferably Fire Rod or Kina Samaria. And it's my job to be completely biased the entire race and pick out every single tiny mistake Tabby makes through the entire race.
Of course.
I did warn her before the race that is my job.
Don't worry, I'll be watching CJ like a hawk.
Okay. So let the friendly bashing begin. I get it, of course.
We have rescued Zelda. We have taken her to the back of Escape. There would be one more item here. We haven't seen the map yet, though, so somewhere back here is the map. Other than that, hopefully some useful items.
Yeah, we still have, what, that 4 items? Alright, 4 items, we just found the map. Alright, as far as post-escape routing, I can almost guarantee Tabby is going to save and quit out of the Sanctuary and go straight to South Shore. She does not route Kakariko after escape. I don't know how CJ routes Kazboots. I haven't played with him or raced against him in forever, and there's our first trackable item.
Yeah, those flippers actually, you know, give a little bit of incentive to the South Shore route.
Alright, now it's like 99% that she goes South Shore.
Question is, will she get up to Zora money by the time she's at that point?
I'm gonna say we'll find like 10 more big 20s along the way, because that's seasonal.
Ooh, Master Sword. That's a nice find.
Oh, Agassi confirmed.
Of course, we just need the lamp now.
Yep.
So it looks like Tabby is going to check Bonk Rocks at least.
No, this is going to be the seed where Tabby does the complete opposite that I say, that she almost does every single seed she plays of this mode. And she's probably going to go to CAC, even though she never does that play.
We've been getting a lot of blue items, though. Flippers, Master Sword, Blue Mail.
Yeah.
Okay, Oh, CJ bonked the tree for bees? I prefer Tabby's strategy of pulling it.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, what do you know? More money on Lumberjack.
Well, at least we'll only be doing Aga now unless it's required for Dark World. Outside of that, we are hoping to not do it.
Just a piece of heart and mushroom spawn.
Alright. Tabby, save and quit. Don't make me look like an idiot. Thank you.
Well, now that she has bombs, that also, you know, puts her in a better position. She can open the back of Mini Moldorm Cave, for instance. Well, no, yeah. That doesn't need... She can open the entrance to Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yes.
But she's gonna go buy bombs anyway.
She's...
No.
Sahas Eastern. Okay.
Okay.
This is another play she does. She knows this play infuriates me. Because no bow, but... This route tends to pay out more often than people think. There's some math that's... People argue that Sahas and Eastern as Sphere Zero tend to... are more likely to have...
Well, there's your Zora money. And she didn't even need to get it via 1020s.
Nope. Alright, CG going over to Kakariko, Blind's Hut, even more money.
Bottle for sick kids, that's always good to find in CAC.
Alright, so we're just going to be front-loaded with all the money in this seed. And there's that mana usage we were talking about earlier with that Fire Rod.
Yeah, definitely nice to find. Otherwise, we're just using sword beams like Tabby. Okay, all we got was a shield and mini Moldorm, but there's the best meringue in Cackwell, along with the Cane of Burna. So, apart from that Fire Rod, we're back to blue items.
Yeah. Also, red ring, best ring. Fight me otherwise. Thank you, Tyler Salt. Bottle Merchant having just another heart piece.
As Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna goes on to a whole spiel about the bug net in chat, there's the bug net.
And Sick Kid, just more bombs. Alright, Tabby decided to go to Hobo before the Waterfall Fairy with this Water Walk. I would be more tempted to go to Waterfall Cave first, get those items, check Zora and the Legend if I have to run back to Hobo, because now... Oh wait, she has flippers, what am I talking about? I would say she doesn't have flippers. She can't, she's fake flippering. So what have we found in Kakariko? Fire Rod. And that's pretty much it. Alright, Jurassic, where's our progression going to be? We've gone through the two largest dense locations already and found nothing.
Zora, clearly.
I guess. I mean, the flippers definitely makes sense that this is where the progression is going to be. I mean, Tabby's cack skip is gonna pay off from the looks of it, and she'll just get it when she goes through there when she goes to the Village of Outcasts.
There's a glove on Zora Ledge. That could be part of our progression.
So maybe we'll get lucky, we'll find the book and get access to Desert Palace, be able to finish Desert Palace, but Tabby doesn't have that fire source yet, so...
You were saying?
Alright, well, so the play is obviously Desert Palace now, so Tabby needs to get over to Kakariko.
Yes, where all the fire sources are hanging out.
Yeah, both of the lamp and the fire rod. Tabby's probably gonna chase that book without a fire source. Nope. Okay, so she likes to go from the south from Cac, since she's already done Lost Woods. This kind of makes sense. It's just, I think, one less screen transition. I could be wrong. And it looks like CJ is going to head over, finish off South Shore. He's probably going to do the same flipper checks, get that book as well. And we'll probably see both players converge onto Desert at the same time.
Of course, it could be the mountain with the glove plus the lamp. But the book definitely points to Desert.
Yes. CJ saving quit out of Ice Rod Cave. He may be going Hobo into the flippers. I don't know how much faster or slower this is. Nope, he is making the Eastern play. It's a matter of if CJ makes that full commitment to Eastern Palace without the bow or not. Or if he just stops with that 300 for the Zora money.
One would hope that CJ takes flippers and a lot of money as indicating Zora's a good idea, especially because we don't have too many options left.
Yeah. It's looking like Tabby may end up beating CJ to the desert area. Not by much, by maybe 30 seconds. So we're still, what, Hammer and Moon Pearl from Dark World Access? Or Moon Pearl and we're just...
Yeah, I mean, Moon Pearl on Pyramid Ledge is a thing.
slow play the Aga, if the seed wants to do that to us. Kind of drag us around the seed, you know, maybe give us a mirror and a hammer for all the mountain just to have to go to do Aga anyways.
It's going to be pretty close with who goes to desert first.
Alright, well, Tabby's going to do the Sick Kid check here with that nice tile and a half dash there. Lost about a half second there, but... she's going to save and quit, head to desert. Because she's probably looking at that map and seeing that big green square there, and... I mean, it's Chris.
Did she miss the lamp, or was it just not caught on her tracker?
I think the lamp may have been at the dam.
Oh, so she'll do the dam on the way to desert, it looks like, based on how she's going now.
Yeah.
I didn't register that she had skipped dam before, but that works out well with how she's choosing to route this.
Yeah. So yeah, CJ's going to get the glove, save and quit, and then we'll see them converge onto desert at the same time. Unless CJ decides to do something really, really weird and go to Eastern Palace.
I disagree with Tabby's choice to pull the dam first and then check the chest, because if you're going to desert anyway, you're heading left anyway, so it makes more sense to check the chest and then you pull the dam and either grab the item or don't on your way to desert.
I was told very recently that it's faster to, and there's a hook shot by the way on the desert ledge. So that's Death Mountain. That it's actually slightly faster to drain and then pull the chest. I don't know how much faster. It's probably negligible difference in rando. Yeah, we're getting a crystal and we're getting a hook shot, and then Death Mountain is the play. So we're in a linear steed right now from the looks of it, after the beginning 15 minutes. Alright, Kaizen's saying it literally makes no difference.
Okay, so now the question is there anything in desert that we need? I mean, we're gonna finish it at this point. Actually, I suppose... Yeah. Oh, well, Titan's Mitts, those are kind of important.
Alright.
I was gonna say, maybe we won't finish desert quite yet. Maybe hoping to combo it with Meyer if Lanmo doesn't have the second item.
I mean, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't finish. You're already outside at the ledge, getting the hook shot. Yeah, Fire Rod, half magic. It's a pretty quick kill.
Yeah, I just know some people really like to combo back of desert with Meyer.
Yeah. I mean,
but
we
then
don't
again, Meyer could be a pendant, and we may never see the flute.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. If it's a pendant, we may never go there, and if you don't do the back of desert now, you could end up digging yourself a hole.
And with this item layout, actually, I see what both runners are doing. They're hoping Lanmo does have the second item, and they never need to touch right side desert.
I mean, I guess it works out really well if the other item's on the right side, because then you can check the right side, jump out of the right exit, and then go right to cave.
Yeah, if you've come all the way here, you don't want to orphan that.
Yeah.
You know, with the current loadout, we could see an actual Super Bunny cave.
Yeah, we definitely could. But I'm gonna put bets Moon Pearl's just going to be on right side Death Mountain.
Yeah, there are so many checks on Death Mountain. Pearl's probably just up there. And then we do all of Dark Death Mountain.
And there's the second item. But I think we had map and compass on the right side.
Yup. Yeah, very nice clean fight from Tabby, too. Let's see if CJ can... Almost gets the zero cycle. One more fire rod hit. There we go.
And I believe Tabby actually got the kill with only 5 fire rod shots, got a splash hit onto the third head as it was coming out of the ground.
Wow, I don't think I've seen that.
It's 100% RNG dependent, obviously. And she just got real lucky with the RNG and the fire rod shot at the same time.
Hey,
And
not like this seed's been giving us money or anything.
even more money. We can go to Zora a second time if we want to now.
We can start drinking potions and refilling them and everything, though.
Yes.
We don't yet have the flute to easily get to the potion shop.
Oh, I completely forgot this check is open up. King's Tomb. Titan's Mitts.
But it wasn't the answer.
Nope. Alright, and I am hoping for divergence somewhere.
I was gonna say, this seed is pretty linear and probably gonna stay linear until we get Dark World access.
Yeah. And if it's Dark World access without the hammer, then it remains linear. They're going to Village of Outcasts.
Right.
And in the early game, it looks like Tabby does have a slight execution lead. Not much, though. If this remains linear, I think that execution gap may grow slightly as the race goes on. But there's still probably an easy hour left of this seed, so anything can happen.
Yeah, and routing could affect things. If we ever see divergence.
Yeah, if there's a divergence.
Ooh, there's Samaria on top of Spec Rock.
Interesting. And there's the best ring. We're not going to get it, unfortunately.
But yeah, it does make you wonder when the mirror's gonna show up. I mean, technically, Swamp Mire and Turtle Rock could all be pendants and then the mirror's in GT, but it seems highly likely the mirror will show up sooner than later.
Alright, so here's actually what we need to have happen for the ultimate clown seed. We have that pendant layout you just said. We find the mirror in GT to get the cane, to get the big key on the right side of GT.
Of course.
It has been put into existence.
Your teammate who's tracking us seems to have the same mentality. Well, there's the Moon Pearl that you said would be on right side Death Mountain, sitting on right side Death Mountain.
Alright, and Ruby's yelling at me saying, no, we're not allowed to have that. Alright, and we are one shield away from a flip heel disapproval seed, and there's a bow.
Ooh, Eastern is now fully in logic with that bow.
It is. I'm guessing the runners are probably going to try to combo that with pod, if it's a crystal.
That was just junk on Floating Island, right?
Yeah, just a heart piece.
Now, interesting thing, if we turn up Hammer on Dark Death Mountain, that also puts Spike Cave in logic, and you probably want to do that while you're up here.
Yeah, it definitely does. I think if you've or you'll
Or if you turn up
find
Hammer
it.
on Light Death Mountain, then you probably want to do Hera.
I think from here you'd want to climb back up, finish Hera, and then do Dark Death. Or no, we may do Dark Death Mountain into Hera, jump down, and do Spike Cave after that.
We don't have a mirror to do Dark Death Mountain into Hera, and what do you know? All the pendants are on the right side there.
Green Pendant Pod, Turtle Rock, and Ice as our pendants. I didn't see what the 5-6 was.
Myers the other 5-6.
Okay. CJ saving and quitting out, probably doing the route I was going to say. Do Hera into Dark Death Mountain into...
He has to go all the way around again because he doesn't have the mirror.
Yeah. Or no, someone's saying he's soft locked.
Oh.
He wall clipped into the wall and spiral cave and...
Did he pick up the hammer? No, I guess if that happened, he doesn't actually have the hammer.
No, he did not. Wow, that is very unfortunate. That's going to set him back a solid 45 seconds to a minute. Chat saying the mini Moldorm clipped him into the wall.
I'm kind of surprised, though, that Tabby decided to do Dark Death Mountain when she doesn't have the mirror, and Hera's a completable crystal. What was that, Bombos? That was a really quick look.
Yeah, it was Bombos for Turtle Rock. I could see her hopefully coming back for Hera, hoping just to do it combo with GT. Nothing in Super Bunny, nothing here in Hookshot Cave so far that I've seen. Cape!
Interesting. Could be something on Bumper Ledge. We know with this loadout that Aga is very definitely not in play.
100% dead. Alright, CJ skipping out on Dark Death Mountain for now, going to finish Hera.
And Ether Tablet.
And Ether Tablet does have that book. Makes me wonder after this if Tabby's going to save and quit and go back up to the mountain to finish Hera and Ether Tablet. And we have another red item, red mail. Alright, Tabby going up to finish Hera. Back up the mountain.
So this will give some of the time back to CJ from the soft lock because she has to take the long way around here.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure CJ is going to go back into the Dark World after Hera. Probably do Dark Death Mountain and Bite Cave.
Interesting Herapot setup there for CJ, but it worked.
Yeah, that's one of the setups that's kind of phased out for the most part. It's kind of rare to see that setup anymore. Some people still do it. The most common ones you're going to see are obviously going to be the hook speed setup, Philly pot, and then the new one that people discovered a month or so back.
Windfox? We haven't seen any items in Hera yet.
Oh.
There are only 2 checks left. Moldorm in the basement. Both must have items.
Yeah. I hope for the runner's sake they check the basement, because we're still very early in the seed.
Yeah, I think you have to do the basement at this point.
Yeah.
Could easily be the mirror, for instance. I mean, I suppose it also depends. If Moldorm has something big, maybe you don't. Maybe you bank on there not being too important items in Hera.
Alright, it's just bombs. I think you have to do the basement now.
I agree. and CJ is not doing the basement. We'll see what Tabby does when she finishes Hera. We really only found the cape and the red mail in Dark Death Mountain, right?
Yeah, that's all we saw up there. But the only thing I'm like really to know was the Moon Pearl and the hammer.
Why is CJ doing this from the bottom rather than opening, well, he can't open TR, but, you know, creating the portal and just doing it from the top? I'd think that would be faster.
You know, that's a good question.
And you don't even need to do any hookshot clipping if you do it from the top.
Nope. Because you can just... Yeah, there's way more screen transitions the way he's doing it, instead of just going through the Turtle Rock portal. And both players, second crystal down. 5 to go. Alright, Tabby, we doing the basement? Or are you leaving and abandoning it forever?
And with Pod being a pendant, do you just go and bang out Eastern before you start doing the Dark World?
Me personally, I would probably do Hype Cave West into Village of Outcasts. Alright, Tabby is going to go and do that basement. Yeah, I'd probably go Hype Cave West.
Take the Smith on a world tour?
Only if I found the mirror in Hype Cave, Dig Game, or Stumpy.
Well, then you're not taking him on a world tour.
I don't know, maybe I would do Village of Outcasts South, and then do the world tour all the way up to...
Actually, I like Hype Cave North. Oh right, you wouldn't take the Smith on a world tour because Thieves and Skull Woods are full clearable crystals.
Correct, yeah. Alright, CJ finishing up this route with Spike Cave, which was the route I was thinking the players are going to go. Tabby in the basement. If there's something here and CJ doesn't come back, it's really bad. And just a heart piece. So CJ getting bailed out with that basement not having anything.
Yeah, so with that, the runners are basically tied up here.
Yeah, that soft lock not really punishing CJ very much with Tabby's riding on the mountain.
Right, I mean, that may have been why he decided not to do the basement. He's like, I just screwed myself with that soft lock. I can't waste time on Hera basement. I'll just have to gamble.
Yeah. Alright, and both of our players going for Village of Outcast, Skull Woods at the same time. So still following each other. We're probably going to get the Smith World Tour play.
Yeah, again, I'm a bit surprised with this routing. I kind of liked your idea better because what if you can pick up Tempered on the way? That makes these dungeons quite a bit easier.
Yeah. I mean, they do have half magic with Fire Rod, so it's not as bad. But yeah, I still would have gone south to north. And if you happen to find the mirror in Hype Cave right there, then you can just pop into Swamp Palace, get it finished up, and then go north from there.
Yeah. By the way, you realize we're 3 items from Go mode?
Yeah, Flute, Cane, or no, we know where the Cane's at, so we're mirror and a medallion and the flute, and that's it. Wow. Alright, and Tabby rushing straight to the back, skipping every chest along the way, CJ getting the middle chest.
Not asking about Ped. We haven't checked Ped. Flute could still be on Ped. Meyer Medallion could be on Ped if it's not Bombos.
Mirror could be on pedestal.
No, it couldn't. It's walking Samaria.
Oh, right. And Turtle Rock's required. Yeah, you're right.
Once again, though, Tabby's execution is starting to give her a lead again.
Yeah. I mean, we all know, you know, one of CJ's mottos is practicing is cheating, so. I am an equal player basher. Tabby's like one more hit away, maybe 2 hits away from killing Moth. Yep, there it is. Alright, so she went with Hammer Strats, did fairly well at it. CJ going with Fire Rod and Slashes.
Big key on Moth, and we know that can't lead to a small key.
So it's either going to be the map or an item. Which means there's 2 small keys in the front, which means we have to have one in the back. Which means I think the map chest logically has to be a small key. If I'm remembering my key logic properly, we found one in the middle.
Right. I don't think there's any logic to where keys have to be in the front because you can always require a drop down.
Right. Nope. I was say Tabby take the grab, but no, it's good. We're good.
There's one key, which was in map chest.
Yep. And there's the first item. We have item, key, and map is all we have left.
Okay, well, that accounts for all the keys.
Yep. Oh, and it's in pinball room.
Of course. Which honestly isn't horrible because we don't have the mirror, so...
Yeah, you can just grab and...
Or you get grabbed before you open the chest.
Alright, Tabby, go to the... Thank you. I was going to say go to the right, because there's a small key door there. You can get in the fast way that way. Instead of going all the way back around.
Yeah, you don't see people going that way very often. Ooh, and it's ether. That could be important.
Yeah, that could be our access into Mire. And through all of that, getting grabbed accidentally, Tabby's still about 5 seconds ahead.
And she's gonna check bumper ledge, see if that cape is actually needed for anything. It is not.
Nope. Alright, both players are going to venture here in the Village of Outcast. Finish their 4th crystal in Thieves Town. Alright, so what do you think our next progression is going to be? Mirror or flute?
Good question. I was wondering that myself. Let's get chat to wager points on it.
I don't have any points. I lost them last night.
There you go. Those of you who have hard-earned channel points that you want to waste, now's your chance.
Alright, we're gonna find the flute or the mirror first.
I'm kind of hoping flute just because it opens up less. And then we know
Yep.
whether Ether's Meyer Medallion or whether we'll need to hunt more.
Oh. That's an ice rod.
Something you don't want to see.
No.
And for purposes of the prediction, if either runner reads PED and finds flute to be on PED, we've found it even if we haven't acquired it, so that'll count. Yeah, Tabby, nice clean time through the hellway there.
Yeah, using the cape, using the safety to get through it, really nicely done. She did have the pixel lineup, but the RNG was not in her favor for the God Pixel, so good to use the cape there.
Yeah, CJ meanwhile took it a lot more conservatively, and hey, there's Bombos. We'd still need the mirror to get Samaria to actually get into TR, but
All right,
not looking great when the Ice Rod and TR Medallion both show up.
in the same dungeon. Alright, so if I know Tabby, if she finds the mirror, she's gonna get the cane, she's gonna go into Turtle Rock.
At this point, why not?
Yeah, the only thing that could be on PED now is the flute. Alright, so we have 2 items left in here. I think we found the compass in the front and just found the map. If I remember correctly? Okay.
Oh, well, there you go.
Alright, so this rout's gonna finish off with the Smith's Chain into Swamp Palace. Into Turtle Rock.
Oh boy.
Alright, so we are flute. I'm calling it flute from Go mode. We don't need Quake.
Windbox? PED's now in Logic.
Yeah, I know. 100% in Logic. Tabby, turn your sword around. Clean, very clean blind fight. Yeah, clean blind fight from Tabby. CJ
Not
right.
too bad for CJ either. But yeah, I'm feeling like now that we've gotten the mirror and everything for TR, flute is going to be in some god-awful place.
I mean, the only places it can't be is Meyer area. That's
Right.
it.
And GT.
You know, I played my glitched Logic seed earlier today for the improvements. You know, you can find some special things in GT.
Oh, Tabby's doing the PED check.
You know, I am fine with this play. Because if that thing shows the duck on there, this race may be over.
Nope. It was sitting in brewery all along.
Alright, well...
CJ is 2/3 in go mode.
Alright. So we know Ped's dead. Goodbye, Ped. Alright, CJ with the mirror bunk.
Well, I mean, right up until Tabby checked it, there was still an outside chance that it had Quake and Myers Quake.
Yeah. Then we would need the Richter scale. hints.
But yeah, I think CJ has to check Meyer Medallion and find out if he's in go mode before he does anything else.
Yeah, I would probably say that's what he's gonna do. Tabby's probably gonna do the exact same thing.
Yeah, she is about to get her flute as well.
Yep.
CJ, what are you doing on the... Oh, getting Samaria, of course, because if you can get into Meyer, might as well clear it.
Oh, yeah. Alright, and Tabby's probably gonna follow suit. Activate, get the cane, and leave. Alright, so we are potentially looking at, what was that, a 43-ish, 33, 43.5 minute go mode, potentially?
Yeah. I mean, if so, this is a jet seed, and the difference we're seeing is Tabby's out executing CJ, but she's also made a couple more checks like Terror Basement and Pedestal.
Yeah. If her execution keeps up, she will likely end up winning this race in the end.
And
it is
Meyer's Quake. He under the doormat, anyone?
Oh. Alright. So I'm feeling they're going to be clearing swamp, clearing eastern. And I see Tabby immediately going into Turtle Rock after that. Because you got literally everything to complete Turtle Rock in Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Or it's under the doormat.
Okay.
Oh. Alright, so we are in a extremely fast execution race now.
46-minute go mode.
Wow.
Although you kind of hope to pick up Silvers and or another sword. You don't really want to be doing Master Sword Silver with Scannon.
You know, I would be fine with Master Sword Silverless.
Sure, you're Tabby's teammate, and Tabby is probably going to execute Master Sword Silver with Scannon better than CJ will.
Yes, because she knows Kane strats. I think CJ does. I just don't know how comfortable he is with them. Not sure if anyone from 40 Bonks is more familiar with his execution on with Master Sword Ganon, Master Sword Silverless, or if Garrison or Maddie are in chat would know better than I would.
Well, let's put CJ's music on for a little bit.
That works. I think his music's been on the whole time.
No, it's been Tabby's music until this point.
Really? Oh. Alright, Kazin saying CJ doesn't practice, needs to find a sword. Okay.
And there's your curse for the runners that when they got Fire Shield, you said they were only one shield away, and there's that last shield.
Alright, this is a Flip Heel and Lana Bean Seat of Disapproval. Alright, so we are full execution now. What do we have left? Mire, Swamp, Eastern. That's all we have.
I didn't actually catch, was there a small cane compass chest?
I didn't catch it either.
It was a map and compass chest, says our tracker. So this is an interesting play for CJ, which could either save time or cost quite a bit of time, depending on what Tabby does. Because the big key can still be vanilla, even if there isn't a small key and compass chest.
It just makes it even odds on where it's at if it's not a small key. in the torches 1 chest.
Well, that's our second item in Meyer, proving that Meyer is complete junk today.
Yep.
But Tabby probably takes the lead then if she... Well, I guess
I don't-
not quite, but...
She gains about 20 seconds of time.
Yeah.
If she skips cutscene. And she is, so she's going to gain that 20 seconds back.
Well, interesting question. Will she go back and do cutscene after lobby chest, or will she go straight to map chest? Because some runners just do lobby as a one-off.
She's going to go to map chest. She's going to dash, yep.
Okay. So yes, then she definitely does gain some time there. And doing that clip also saves her a little time getting to map chest over CJ's routing, and she now has the lead.
Yeah, so we've seen 2 lead changes in this dungeon alone. And this is the part of the seed that I enjoy watching the most, is the execution battle of it back and forth for the last 20-ish minutes.
Yeah, we got a go mode swamp, which is going to be pretty quick once we've actually drained the dam.
Mm-hmm.
Go mode Eastern, which is going to be a bit of time because who knows where the big key is. And then GT.
Alright, so I don't think CJ set up spooky action. Tabby did by kicking up dust with her feet. I didn't see him set it up, so we'll see. No, he did not. So he is going to lose a lot of time.
Oof.
This
I
is
didn't even remember that you needed to hit that switch.
This is about a 30 to 35 second time loss for CJ.
No, he definitely does not. Oh, he did have it. Huh.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't go for the fire rod shot on the spike.
So he went for the fire rod shot on the spike and it missed, or?
He just didn't go for it.
Oh. He just forgot which way the switches
Maybe.
were?
Yeah, maybe. Because he skipped it and went straight into the second room. Alright, and we are at the flailing of the sword phase of Vidi. Yeah, for those who don't know, if you have the cape active and you just mash your sword swing button, your magic will not drain. At all. You can, for all intents and purposes, stay immune to damage on that fight. And both runners, that's crystal number 5. 2 to go. Alright, our runner's picking different dungeons. So it's going to be probably about 5 minutes before we know who's actually in the lead.
Yay, finally, divergence. Once we're in go mode, we get divergence.
Right. So are we going to get the classic meme of sword in Swamp Palace?
Isn't there always a sword in Swamp?
If you're for Team Chad, yes.
Isn't there always a bow in Eastern?
Sometimes. For me, it's usually right side pod when I mimic clip it.
So, since the big key is not required for Swamp, Tabby is pure go moding this dungeon, and it's just a matter of which chest she wants to open on the way. CJ now has a choice. I mean, he's not going to do the vanilla big key chest now that he found the big key there, but...
He's probably going to open up Compass chest, because you literally walk right by it.
Right. Is he going to take a detour for the big chest?
I'm going to say yes. I'm gonna say he's looking for a sword. I'm gonna say yes.
Sounds reasonable. I'd be looking for a sword, certainly.
Tabby's probably gonna get diver down chests and maybe waterfall, and that's it.
Yeah, diver down you're right on top of. Oh,
He is
he makes a
skipping it.
liar out of us.
Yep. All right, now we gotta wait and see if we get that. Did you find my bow in Eastern Palace text at the end?
Vanilla bow, clearly. I'm a little bit surprised just because Tempered saves so much time on the Ganon fight that I would think you'd go a little out of your way to check Eastern Big Chest.
I mean, yeah. Oh, and Tabby's. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I think she is banking on. All right, so if she didn't check diver down, check that one.
That's odd. I've seen people do the opposite sometimes.
Yeah. It's rare you see that one. Definitely something gonna have to ask her in the interview is you got 2 checks that were faster to grab than the 1 check that takes an extra 2 seconds to grab.
Nice, reasonably quick Armos kill for CJ there.
I don't think I've seen that setup before. That's a pretty I've never seen the bottom left strat.
Yeah, it felt slightly slower than the top strap, but he still got the quick kill.
Yeah, because I've seen the top left strat, which is the one most people go for. I've seen the bottom right strat, the one most people use for the GT Ice Armos. And then there's the NMG strat where you start in the middle.
Oh, chat pointing out, we're not actually seeing Hype Cave this seed.
Oh. You are
How
right.
often does that happen?
Wow. That is... Yeah.
That's how linear the seed was.
Yeah, an A out of 10.
Clearly, 2 swords and the silvers are in Hype Cave, right?
Yeah, of course. It'll be 2 swords, silvers, and the powder. Tabby, where are you going? Did she mismark something?
Oh, now
Okay, there.
she's using the mirror. That was odd.
That was probably just a mistake. Yeah.
Force of habit.
Yeah. I was about to pull up her stream and figure out if she had mismarked her pendants and crystals.
But yeah, this is going to be crystal number 7 for each of our runners when they get through this.
Question is, whose count are we going with? As soon as that 7th crystal drops.
I'm going to guess Tabby will be slightly quicker to it.
If she is, maybe 10 seconds. Alright, CJ's probably going to grab these diver down chests.
Guess we'll find out if Tabby left anything behind. I don't think he... Okay, there we go. Wasn't sure if his block placement was right.
Oh! Wow.
Abby might regret her decision not to check the diver down chests. Even if this is... Sorry, go ahead.
That could determine the outcome of this race right there.
Yeah, I mean... Especially if this winds up being a Master Sword Ganon fight, Tabby's gonna have to make 24 spins on phase 4.
Yeah. And if they both find a sword in GT, then that's even more rough. Just means Tabby would need at least a 40-second lead going into Ganon to make up for it.
Now, who knows how they'll leech route the basement and where the big key, in fact, is.
Tabby, I'm pretty sure, does DM strats. I know she's been converting to that recently.
CJ definitely having a bit more trouble than Tabby did with Master Sword Argus.
Yeah. Tabby missing the quick kill on Argos, but does recover it very nicely.
And hey, what do you know? CJ has silvers, he is putting them to use.
Alright, but Tabby did get the crystal catch first, so we will be going with Tabby's count for the GT Big Key guessing game. Alrighty, see numbers spamming in chat. 1 to 22, what do we think that GT Big Key is going to be today?
And if you want to waste channel points, you have yet another opportunity to do that. What's your favorite chest win, Fox?
Usually somewhere in Compass Room, because I do DM strat. So I usually hope for Compass Room.
I kind of like Rando Room myself.
And both players deciding to go up through the Super Bunny route to GT.
Well, they never did open TR Portal.
Yeah, so I guess that is faster to go that way. If you already have the portal open, then I guess the other way is faster.
I've heard they're very similar time if you don't get dead rocked, but taking the Super Bunny route avoids the risk of getting dead rocked.
Yeah. Yeah, 101.57 was a screen to black for Tabby.
And you were right that she will go left first here.
And 18-second difference between the runners going into GT.
Please. Oh, and Divergence.
Oh. So CJ, I think, is going to go Hope left. Tabby's going to go DM strat.
Yeah, no small key and Hope. He has to go left now.
Yep. Alright, so this may come down to GT routing, actually.
I suppose he could Pink Magician it, but that seems unlikely.
That strat is incredibly... it's rare you see anybody do that anymore.
It's very time-consuming.
Yeah.
You have to, like, really believe that the big key's in Compass Room.
Yeah, if you go right, left, right like that, and it's not there, and your opponent DM strats or does Hope left, you are still losing time. And it is in... Ooh, there's a Tempered Sword for Tabby, though. But it is there in the fire bar room on the left side in the map chest.
So that puts CJ in the lead. Even with Tabby executing better, the silvers are enough of an advantage that it would take something big like a Ganon Fall.
Ganon Fall, Ganon Death, numerous Moldorm 2 falls, yeah.
Hey, what do you know? That Silver Shield came in handy against that Fireball from the Mimic.
Yeah.
Silver Shield, Mirror Shield. Silver Arrows.
So I think if Tabby had grabbed the Silver Arrows, it'd be hard to say who would end up winning the race. It'd be super close. But yeah, Silver Arrows is going to be a huge difference in this fight.
Apologies for the music here. I did not realize there were lyrics in the GT track on CJ's side.
And Tabby ran out of arrows there on Mimics too. Barely had enough. And CJ threw the gauntlet pretty quick, very nice clean gauntlet there as Tabby starts up a gauntlet 1 here. CJ only on 3 hearts though, so this could get a little sketchy. I'm pretty sure the runners have a blue and a red potion. CJ working his way through Torches 1, Tabby taking on Landmo 2. Both of them a little low on magic. They're both probably going to grab the large magic decanter here on the climb. Or CJ's going to opt to not grab it. CJ coming up to Moldorm 2. I know he knows how to hover, so if he feels behind, he may attempt to hover. But hard to say with him sometimes. Nope, he's gonna do this the old-fashioned way, killing Moldorm 2. And Moldorm 2 just holding Ganon's compass at the very top.
Oh, now. This could get interesting on the Ganon fight, because Tabby will certainly have faster earlier phases.
Yeah, she'll have the faster earlier phases.
I
CJ,
don't think it's enough to make up the difference, but...
I don't think so either, unfortunately. It's hard to say. CJ...
you guys have 2 more games to figure it out.
Yeah, we do. CJ taking down Agatu. Didn't see how many cycles it was. I want to say it was 4 cycles. Because on the second cycle, he did get 0 hits off of it.
And he got what looked like one of those triples that gets swallowed because 2 hits were too close together.
Yeah. Tabby needs to be careful here. Only on 2 hearts. using that red potion. Was on 1 heart. Finishes off with the double. CJ starting on Ganon. Does get the first 2 hits off. Tabby's going to need a super fast and clean Phase 1 and Phase 2 to catch up at all versus CJ.
Yeah, Ganon's certainly standing in some very nice locations for CJ to get in all these spins. And he's using the cape since he has half magic.
Alright, Tabby going with the Mario strats there.
CJ's magic's getting kind of low. He doesn't have a refill, does he?
He still has the blue potion.
Oh, okay. So he should be good.
Yeah, there's that blue potion. He's getting it prepped for Phase 4. Tabby a little low. She needs to use that blue potion.
Yeah, and unfortunately, she's not gonna catch up here.
No, CJ's 1 hit away from Phase 4. And then we'll just have to need those 4 silver hits. There's that 4th hit. He is using his blue potion right now.
Let's see how Tabby reacts. So, did you find the silver arrows in Swamp Palace?
She's probably hoping they're left side.
Yeah. That's 2 silvers in already for CJ.
Yep. Unless there's a catastrophe here in the next 20 seconds, we are going to game. And there's that 4th and final hit for CJ, taking down Ganon.
Get your GG's in.
I think even if Tabby had found the silver arrows, I don't think it would have been enough. It would have been a lot closer.
And CJ gets an official race time of 1:11:22. Ooh, Tabby takes a death there, and that is gonna be a forfeit for her since she's now seen that CJ has finished.
Definitely understandable. Taking a death like that definitely hurts. When you take a death and open up the race room and see that he had just finished.
Okay, we got CJ in the waiting room, and he has joined us. GG.
Yo, thank you.
That was a heck of a race. I don't know how much you and Tabby compared notes, but it was so linear for most of it.
Not a ton. I didn't get Tempered Sword. I found that out because of the way I read at GT. And then I did get silvers, which was nice. But that weird, like, soft lock, I'm sure that you could, like, boots your way out of that weird thing that happened to me in Spiral Cave, but I didn't know how to do it, so I had to save and quit. And as soon as the seed was jet, I felt like that, like, minute-ish lost to that spot was gonna, you know, really start to hurt me. So I was panicking at the end.
Oh, Tabby gave it back by doing Hera Basement.
Well, that's nice. That was nice.
And we are also joined by Tabby Cat here. GG.
GG's.
But yeah,
Very
it was
well
fun.
played for both of you. Honestly, it was so back and forth.
Yeah, I contemplated after Thieves Town just going and beating Ice Palace and Swamp. I was like, I can do so many dungeons. Like, do I really want to be doing Overworld still? And I was like, well, I'll finish Village of Outcasts, and that turned out to be a good idea. But yeah, then I went to Eastern, went to Swamp, hoping for a sword. Never got one. Luckily, Ganon went to the nice spot in Phase 2, and I got like 8 or 10 hits off on him there. I should have gotten 12, but I panicked. But yeah, overall, fun Jet Seed. Fun to keep my team alive and potentially get to play co-op Retrants. Yeah.
And of course, this is a matchup for a spot and invitational next season. So
Yeah, I've been doing a real good job of dodging invitational. My first league season was season 3, and I got to top 8. Last year, I think I lost in the first round of playoffs, and this year I was hoping for another pedestal mishap where I misread something and completely threw the game, just because it'd be funny to watch. But nope, I guess it's up to my teammates for Game 4, and then I'll be back for Game 5 if necessary.
And so, Tabby, I guess the big question for you is what determines what chests you open in Swamp when you're in go mode?
I have been under the impression that the waterfall check is faster than checking 2 checks rather than 1 check. I was corrected.
If I had Tempered Sword, I wouldn't have checked anything. But being on Master Sword Silverless, if it was right in front of me, I was gonna check it. Like I skipped Eastern Big.
I was actually a little bit surprised that you skipped Eastern Big, honestly.
Yeah, it's a walk down. You have to press down then back up. That's slow. Plus, like I said, I was feeling really concerned about that weird spiral cave, like that mold arm. I know it's happened to me before, like running to Catfish, where the enemy like hits you into the cliffside, but I've never had it happen in Spiral Cave, where that mold arm punches you into the side of the cave. And I'm sure there's a way to get out of it. I just don't know how, and so I just had to save and quit and lose time there.
When I realized I was 2 items from, go mode, I just said, mirror could be right here, so that's why I went to Terra Basement, and then when it wasn't, I was like, well, if it was there, then I just saved 20 minutes. If it wasn't there, I lost 90 seconds, so...
It was a totally reasonable play.
Yeah, we were banking on both of you doing it, since we're still only like 25 minutes into the seed. And you were both up there, we're like, well, they're probably both going to do it. We're still 3 or 4 items from go mode. And then CJ skipped it, and then you went back in there. We're just like, if there's something here, then we may be calling this race at 25 minutes, but I think it was just like a heart piece or something like that.
Yeah, it was art piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we got everything to beat all the pendant dungeons, I was almost really excited. I was like, oh my gosh, is it really going to be like a pseudo all dungeons? That would be great. I love all dungeons. But then I found my pretty much go mode immediately. I mean, I flew to Meyer to see if I had the medallion, didn't, but like always, it feels like the medallion for Meyer is just in Meyer area, so pretty much in go mode anyway.
Oh yeah, I just remembered one other routing divergence that was actually one of our lead changes in the process. CJ, did you just have like a gut feeling that the big key in Meyer might be vanilla?
Yes, and again, I was still on Master Sword, so I wasn't too concerned about it being like a slightly slower route if it wasn't there, because I was like, well, it could be the big key, it could be an item, it could be a sword, it could be, at that point I was thinking it could be silvers, it could be another bottle even. Like, there's so many things it could be that I was like, I don't want to... I felt behind from the spiral thing already, and I was like, you know what, if it's here, I'll feel good. If it's not here, at least, maybe it's an item, which it was 10 arrows, so it was at least an item, but, I mean, like always, I'm hoping for, you go to that upper spike chest, and you're hoping for either the big key or the small key to just know where the big key is, but, yeah, I had a gut feeling that, maybe it was the big key, or maybe it was my sword. It was not either of those things.
And that actually wound up giving Tabby the lead until GT.
Yeah, GT was weird because I usually do the same strategy where I go DM strat, where I go left then right. But I've seen so many races recently where people go right and look for a small key and then continue to compass, and it just wasn't there. So I was like, okay. And then I was debating on, do I go all the way to Ice Armos or do I go to Rando Room? And then the big key was in one of the chests that it's like never in. Like it is never in Firebar Room, I feel like, and there it was. So I just went and then did the whole climb with 3 hearts because I wanted to have full health for Ganon. So that was a little scary, but had a couple of good Aga 2 hits that I was pleased with, and then luckily had half magic and cape for Ganon because I do not like to do Master Sword Ganon. I don't know anybody that really does like to do it.
And fortunately, you had a blue goose, so you could use up all your magic on the cape.
Yeah, I forget when I checked that, but somewhere along the line when I was running through GT or running up to GT or something like that, I saw that I had 2 bottles, and I checked what both of them were, and I saw that it was a red goo and a blue goo, and I was like, okay, well, I'm good then on recovery. I can just use cape all of phase 2, and again, him going up in that top corner spot is really nice, because even with Master Sword, it's not too difficult to get him down quickly. I think it was still a 2 cycle, because the last Master Sword spin set, I pressed down, and so I hit him with my sword, so it didn't charge. But yeah, I mean, it definitely was nice of him to go there.
Windfox, do you have anything for either of our runners?
Not particularly.
I just real quick want to say I apologize for not living up to my file name choice of name of the Chad Vacay. Cabookey Hundo does have to play at least one more game, so I apologize for that.
Speaking of Game 4, I don't think Tabby is scheduled Game 4. CG, I'm going to guess it's Maddie playing your guys' Game 4?
I can guarantee you it's Maddie or Garrison, because I am not playing whatever that is. Ew. No, I will play Retrance co-op, because it at least has co-op in it. If it gets to that point, but whatever absolute nightmare fuel of a mode is chosen for Game 4 will be either Garrison or Maddie. I don't know who.
Alright, Garrison saying in chat it's Maddie. So, Tabby Cat versus Maddie. If Tabby wants to say what mode it is, I'll leave that up to her. Our team knows what the mode is, your team doesn't. And we've decided, but I'll leave that up to Tabby Cat if she wants to say what that mode is, or if she'll just share that in the chat within our Discord channel.
I mean, it's the next race we're doing, so might as well. It's swordless.
Yeah, I'm definitely not anywhere near that. Gross. Well, good luck to Maddie, I guess. So yeah. Yeah, I got nothing else. I'm glad it was a close race. I'm glad people watching it got to have fun watching it. So I'm happy for all of that. It seems like it was really close at the end, and it was. I mean, when both runners are pretty much fighting Ganon at the 1 hour 10-minute mark, it's a pretty fast seed. So I'm glad people got to watch a fast seed and enjoy it, and see both runners route it well, and execute well, and get hit by a Moldorm into the abyss. But yeah, it was good, and I'm glad people had fun. And thank you guys for calming it. Thank you for the restream and the tracking and all of that, all that stuff too. I appreciate it.
And thank you to our runners. And please give them a follow, obviously. You'll be seeing Tabby again in Game 4. If it goes to a Game 5, you'll be seeing CJ again too. So, yeah, check them both out. They've both been in the league for quite a while now. Right, I was going to say in terms of upcoming stuff, we have one of those rare Game 5s tomorrow morning for the Invitational League to determine a spot in the conference finals there. Zelga Desan and Dr. Marty of Eastern Skippers will be playing Roland Tonkier and Tedo of Triple Clown Fiesta at 9:40 a.m. Eastern. So that's one of those rare co-op Reference Game 5s. Definitely check that out. We got a few other games on the schedule too. There's actually going to be an 8:10 a.m. open match that hopefully we can get a crew for, so that that can be restreamed as well. So again, keep your eyes on the schedule. And of course, thank you to our Farm Friends crew in the booth with me here, Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna on tracking and WinFox as my co-com.
Yeah, it was fun. First time we've ever come together. We've been trying to come 2 years now.
Yeah. Been a bit. I remember you tried to sign up for comms at the very end of Season 2 of League when we weren't taking new comms for the season. And, ever since then, we've never quite managed to connect on comms.
Nope, first time. It was a lot of fun.
Definitely. And other than that, I think that's gonna do it for us here. We're gonna send you over to SpeedGaming 2, where there is a Super Metroid Randomizer tournament, Hundo, going on. And I think they're getting into the later rounds too at this point.
I forgot about that tournament. I wanted to play in it.
Well, you're clearly not playing in it, or you'd know it was going on.
I knew it was going on. I just missed signups as well.
That'd do it.
Yeah, that's gonna wrap us up here. Let's go to SG2 and watch the Metroid.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for watching here, and again, please check out the schedule for tomorrow, and we hope to see you at those matches.